All right, we got a special moment here to capture, so.
All right, so most of you know either one of us, you probably already heard this story. One of these cans saved our asses. Got one here for our brother Jared. God rest his soul, can't be here. But the trip across the nation that I was talking about earlier, we were one of Sturgis. We had 15 days on the road, the only way we could carry on our bikes, to go to the bike rally in Sturgis. And Michael decided he wanted to ride his 1972 Shovelhead, which I can't blame him, it's a badass bike. But that's a long way for a bike like that. So, on the way there, I'm not gonna lie, it was aggravating as hell because about every gas stop he had to add oil, and every other stop he had to adjust the timing on it. And I was impressed that he had the ability to do that at his age at 26 years old at the time. But, and the chain, he kept popping off. But, we made it. It took a little longer than we expected. We got 400 miles from Sturgis, a little place called Salem, South Dakota, a Mennonite town, which not really a town. It's got a country store and some silos, and a bunch of fields. And his head gasket blows out. And so we called. We look up Harley Davidson dealerships, and the nearest one's like 60 miles away. We call them. They didn't have the gasket for his 72, which is not surprising. So I suggested that we try to find a truck rental company. There was no trucks available for a week. We're on bikes that hold one guy and their stuff. And so there's no leaving a bike and going and coming back and anything like that. So we had to figure something out. So our buddy Jerry, who was on the picture over there on the using, he suggested using an aluminum can to make a gasket and using honey as a sealant.
And that happened.
He went in and got a Budweiser can, and it wasn't quite big enough. So we went in there and found the biggest can we could, and hooked the can of Twisted Tea just like this. And we come out, we all took a drink, we chugged the thing down. Michael tore his motor down, which another thing that impressed me about this kid. He tore the motor down right in the parking lot with just a little tool bag that we each carry with stuff specifically for our bikes. And we cut this open using my Leatherman knife. We traced it out, cut it out, and made a gasket out of it. Put it back together, and lo and behold, a Twisted Tea can turned into a gasket with some honey as a sealant. Got us some 400 miles there. We put 900 miles on the bike while we were out there. And got us almost halfway back before something else went wrong. Badass bike. Had some issues. But my wife sent a friend of ours up to get me just so I could tell that story. It's something. It's one of the stories that really cemented our brotherhood. Some of the trials we went through that we overcame and had the time of our lives, and the journey of our lives. So, cheers, brother. Here's some many more like it. And the next best story I can think of is the last time we went fishing in Sebastian Inlet. And we weren't catching shit. He decided to put a pepperoni on the hook and caught the first fish. Sorry, man. I love you, brother.